Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jaira, and as usual you're probably used to me doing reviews of makeup for olive skin or fashion for olive skin or whatever works for olive skin. But today I decided to do something fun and different to share a day of my life with you, and maybe you get to witness me possibly becoming a plant mom. So long story short, I had a friend who's been sending me pictures and telling me that I want to try planting this summer. I'm trying to get into planting, and you know, I was married, and for our honeymoon we were supposed to go to Hawaii, and I just love tropical places. And for those of you who do know me, you know I'm obsessed with palm trees. Like anything palm trees, anything tropical, just I don't know, it just has this flush of happy hormones every time I see one. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but every time I see something like especially a palm tree, it just makes me super happy. And so I feel like, you know, she's sending me these plants, and there were plants that kind of look like palm trees or would mimic kind of like that tropical vibe. So I said, oh my gosh, light bulb, if I can't go to the tropical place this year, maybe I can bring the tropical in my home. So I don't know, there's just something about plants and just looking. I've been watching a lot of like plant tours and plant collections on YouTube, and it actually makes your house looks so vibrant and very at home. And I'm gonna start with indoor plants because obviously I live in Canada. I don't think it'll survive the weather here. So yeah, today I'm gonna show you my journey of possibly becoming a plant mom. So my husband's gonna go take me to a garden center, and yeah, I'm gonna show you what plants I might pick up. So here we go. So we are on my way. My husband's taking me. Say hi. And he knows how super excited I am because I couldn't sleep last night. But before everything, it's nice and sunny, so we're gonna get our Starbucks. And yeah, we just love our Starbucks. So I'm wondering, what are your guys' Starbucks favorite drink?
We basic. Because
we're pretty basic, we need new stuff. Yeah, so we'll just grab our Starbucks and we'll head to the garden center. So we got our Starbucks. We both got, what do we get? A mocha frap. Yeah, usually I get like an iced caramel macchiato or a caramel frap or a Java chip frap. But if you guys have any suggestions, let us know. We really want to try like new drinks.
Oh, you can try new drinks. I like my mocha frap.
Well, I can try new drinks. He likes his mocha frap.
I'm basic.
He's basic. Anyways, yeah, we're on our way to Garden Center. Super excited. Here we go. behind me. I picked out my babies. I am super happy. I can't wait to share it with you. My beautiful start or beginning the journey of becoming a plant mom. So here we go. So we have this. There we go. Okay, so I'm back home with my plant babies. As you can see behind me, they are home and I'm super excited to share with you which plants I got. So again, like I mentioned, I love tropical plants, so I stuck to the whole tropical theme. And you know, when I went to the Golden Acre Gardens, I think that's what it's called, they had a whole section on indoor tropical plants. So I'm gonna start with the smallest plant to the biggest one behind me, which is my favorite. And so the first one here, look at this, it's beautiful. I'm gonna let it focus. Okay, so this one here, I think it's called the ribbon plant, but its actual, like, I guess its scientific name is, I can't pronounce it, Dracaena, Sanderiana, or Dracaena. Yes, I don't know why it won't focus. There we go. So it looks like that. Look at the texture and the color. It's beautiful. It's two-colored. There's like a lighter green and a darker green, which definitely gives that tropical vibe. I did watch a lot of like plant videos, and a lot of them had this tropical plant. And some people call them Dracaena, some people say Dracaena. But yeah, this is basically like one of the first ones I grabbed, which is, I think they do grow, because like the lady said in the store that they do grow quite big. So the biggest plant I got was the one behind me, but I decided to get like the baby plants that will grow bigger, so I can watch the baby plants grow. So the second plant I wanted to show you, guys, this is, again, I know everything's my favorite, but I love them all. Let me see if that focuses. There we go. This one here is the red banana plant. Look at how pretty that is. So I'm from a very tropical place. I'm from the Philippines. I didn't really grow up there, but whenever we visited, like, banana plants are like a thing. It's everywhere. There's banana leaves, banana trees, and we would even eat in like the big leaf sometimes with their hens. Like, if you're Filipino, you probably get that. But when I saw this, I was like, I want one. So it's the red Abyssinian Banana. So this one here, again, it looks very tropical. And just so you know, I saw a big version of it. This is the baby version of it. I did see a big version of it. It looks super cool. I'm gonna pop a picture because I took a picture right there. It's beautiful. It's gonna get that big, so I'm super excited to take care of this one here. So okay, the next plant, let's see, is behind me here. This one, I love how the leaves are, but I think this one's called the Buddhist Pine. Again, it's one of their tropical beauties. Look at that, it's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like bamboo, or kind of like pandas and bears in the tropical area. I don't know why, but I fell in love with it. It's super tiny. I don't know how big they'll get. I'll probably do some more research on it. But it kind of like has that kind of like palm leaves kind of vibe to it. So I grabbed the baby one. And okay. I'm gonna try and grab this one. So this one here, I love the pot. I bought the pot for it. It's kind of like bigger than the other ones. I'd say this is a medium-sized plant that I got, and it's called the dragon tree. Look how tropical that looks. It's beautiful. But if you zoom in, there we go. The leaves have kind of like the red tint or red hue to it, which I loved. It does remind me of the tropical places for sure. And it's called dragon tree, so I said it's beautiful. And look at that. I love it. So again, I don't know how big this will get. I'm gonna do more research, but when I was in the store, the lady definitely gave me like tips to take care of the tropical plants, which I'll share later. So yeah, here we go. And I got my pants dirty. Right. edit that out. Okay. So this is one of the first ones that I really wanted to get when I was watching like the whole YouTube people that had their plants, indoor tropical plants. The Philodendron was the first one I fell in love with. Philodendron. I don't know if I am pronouncing that right, but look how green it is and the shape of the leaves. I fell in love with it because it's just very different. That's just how majestic and beautiful plants are. They're just shaped differently, they're unique, and they grow quite big. So like I think the lady had it like till here, but I'd say this is kind of like not super baby, but it will grow. And yeah, I fell in love with it with first sight for sure. It reminds me kind of like, I don't know, like lilies on like water. It just reminds me of like the ocean and ponds and anything on water. So I grabbed that one. And last but not the least, this one behind me. Oh, actually no, I have one more. I forgot about this one. This one's a little plant, but look how pretty it is. It kind of spreads out this way. Look at that. So this one here is called the Pilea. I don't know if I'm saying that right again, but look how it's structured. It kind of like sticks out and has like these beautiful little leaves there. I think this is the baby ones because again I've seen bigger versions of it online, and when I was shopping I think I've seen the big one. So I really hope it grows. And yeah, oh, I think one leaf came off, but that wasn't for me. But and there you go. So now last but not the least is my favorite back here. This one here is obviously a palm leaf tree. They call it palm leaves, I think. Yeah, so this one's definitely big. I can't bring it close to the camera because the pot is actually super heavy. But again, it's the closest thing I have to a palm tree, and I am in love. This definitely reminds me of the beach. So now that summer is coming, you know, like I just sit here, relax, have my coffee, pretend I'm in Hawaii right now since COVID is happening. But with this being here, I'm actually super happy just staring at it with all the plants. I think once you put them all together, I did buy a shelf, like a nice plant shelf for everything. So I feel like everything's going to come together super nicely. I'm going to assemble the shelf here in a bit and put them all just to show you the end product or the end, I guess, look of everything. But other than plants, the lady did give me some tips for indoor tropical plants. I got fertilizer for it because you're supposed to fertilize it at least bi-monthly from what it says. This one here is a liquid plant food that I got for everything. So what she said is just add about 7 drops in a pitcher of water and just put it on. And one thing I learned from like watching and just tips, I don't know if you agree or don't agree, but this is just what I've seen and what I was told, is that for tropical plants, they are meant to live in very humid conditions. So since I live in Canada, I was like, how are they gonna survive, especially in the winter? How are they gonna get that humidity? It's either you can buy your own humidifier, or the lady at the garden center actually told me that when you shower, you can bring them in and just like let the moisture come out during the shower. And she said cooking helps as well, and you can start spritzing them with water. Especially this one back here. She said this one's very like, this guy is pretty iffy, so she said you have to like keep cleaning the leaves as well. Another thing I learned is that the worst thing you could do for your plants is overwater it. When I was younger, I always thought that plants needed water every day. So for these ones, tropical plants, they're meant to like be in very like humid, warm places, so the sun kind of sucks out all the water, but at the same time the humidity kind of keeps the moist in the soil. So the lady told me that the worst thing you can do is overwater. So for them, you have to make sure that you tap the top of the soil and make sure that it's super dry before you water them next. You don't have to water them every day if it's not dry. So that's one thing I learned. And other than that, yeah, those are the plants I got. I really hope you enjoy them because I did. And maybe it's just me, but for those of you who are plant lovers, you probably did. If you have tips for me, since it's my very first time growing these and taking care of these, please leave them down below. I would really, really appreciate it to avoid common mistakes, but I'm gonna keep researching and looking at YouTube for tips and advice for people who've been growing plants for years. So I'm just gonna assemble the shelf and we're just gonna give you like a video shot in the end here of what it's gonna look like here, but we're gonna be moving stuff around the house to make sure it has its like nice spot kind of by the window so it has enough light. So yeah, thanks so much for liking, oh my gosh, thanks so much for watching today. I know it's a little bit different, but I hope you enjoyed it. This is just a typical day in my life, a new hobby that I found, which I'm super excited about. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and comment. If you're a plant lover, please comment. I would love your feedback and advice. So yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great, I guess not rest of your long weekend. Long weekend's done. Have a great day and the rest of your week. So